the city money if the economy continues to improve. But the numbers show so far this year their return is about 1%, and when their assumption is 8.5%. So, you know, if that holds, you were saying if the economy tanks, we could be back.
But either way, this fixes the city's payment, so it gives budget certainty. And you know, one of the things that we had been asking for, actually, for these last 5 years with all of our pensions, is the ability to have budget certainty, and to be able to. We want to fund the pension, but we also have to be able to predict. We're now doing two-year budgeting into the future to be able to predict what those costs are. And by having it swing every year, we couldn't do that.
But
this also gives us the fourth year. And actually, Kelly, come on up to directly answer the question.
Well, so I mean, specifically, Mike, on the fourth year, your question is.
If the return falls well short of the 8.5 that's assumed this year, would that not greatly increase the contributions once the city's contributions are no longer locked under this deal? If they fall short of the assumed 8.5,
and that would have happened under the old plan as well. This is an extra year locked in, and so for the next mayor, this actually gives them one more year to deal with a drop that the current status, you know, the current plan or the current lock they have going on.
Okay, I think there may be some misperception that we do this like a balloon payment where there's a big makeup. What happens is that each year you do a 30-year, or we are 20 on this. Is this a 20? Do we do a 30 or 20 on this pension? Actuarial horizon.
30 years.
We do a 30-year actuarial horizon and reset the rate so that it's flat across the 30 years. To the best of our ability, and that's reset every year. So it wouldn't be some huge makeup payment necessarily. It would be a new payment that would reach the goal across 30 years.
But would it not be higher than it otherwise would
Yes.
have been because of the 3-year depression
it will not,
to 24?
Not necessarily.
Well, but if they fall short of the 8.5, as is occurring.
And now, okay, yes. If the economy tanks, we would, and we were floating. This fixes it. If the economy tanks, it would raise the amount of money to put in. But that would happen anyway. Would it raise it more? Incrementally. It wouldn't raise it hugely, but it would raise it incrementally because, again, you're spreading your payments out over 30 years.
One more slightly different question. Okay. For the legislators, could you just outline what is in the bill that you either have filed or will file, and do you have a number on those bills and the likelihood of passage in your view?
I saw a draft of the bill before I came here today. The bill will mirror the agreement. It will be the agreement, and the commitment is to keep it clean. So this agreement derived from the mayor, the Firefighters Pension Board, all local people. We will be carrying the local bill.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm well aware that there are council members who may not agree. There's business community that's been talking about pension reform. I cannot do anything to bind them. I can only speak for myself and for my administration. But we believe that this is the right thing to do for the city and for our firefighters' pension, and we're going to lock arms and see if we can get it passed.
One quick political question. Are you concerned about a perception with
He's a friend of mine too.
Yes,
Don't worry about it.
perception of helping out Representative Turner's mayoral bid at the expense
Okay,
of
I didn't
other...
pick who carried the bill. The firefighters pension did, but realistically, it was going to be someone from Houston. And I think actually the important voice in this is Senator Whitmire, who has decades of strong and vocal support for the firefighters. And I think absent Senator Whitmire being a part of this conversation, we might not be moving forward. No disrespect to Representative Turner, but just it needed to be someone local, and you needed someone from both houses, and they were willing to step up. And I'm glad that they agreed to do that.
Thank you.
Okay.